We've obviously talking a bit about MOLO. Tell us a bit about MOLO. Where do you come from? How you had experience in a different industry before. So perhaps you mentioned that briefly, and then what made you actually go into children's fashion?
Well, the short version is my career started in fast-moving consumer goods, so food retail actually. I worked there for many years, and after many years it got a little bit bored, and I want something more exciting. I applied for a job with Esprit, who is responsible for Esprit in the Scandinavian market. Then I was headhunted over to IC Companies, which is a big Scandinavian player on fashion, on adult fashion, and was retail director there. And through that process, I was so lucky I got fired. Because I disagreed on some strategies, and my clever wife said to me, okay, you think you are going somewhere else as a CEO, but no, you're going to start your own company, because you've talked about this for so many years, and it's now or never. So going from 2,500 employees and a lot of strategic and overall work, I started with a designer, and the two of us founded MOLO, and so it was a total difference. And so we started 2 people, and today we are about 160.
Okay, 160, my dear, that's quite some growth, I have to say. So when you started off, did you focus on certain items, or did you really start with a full range of children's clothing straight away? How did you do that?
It was more, we started in the age group 2 to 8.
Yes.
And actually when I was having my second child, some of the employees, they felt, we surprised him, so we'll do a special little line on babies.
Oh, I see.
And because they did that, we were all, this is fantastic. So by incident, you can say, we started baby. And then over the years, so it was a very smaller collection at that time. And then over the years, we have enlarged it, and today, we focus from 0 to about 14, 15 years old.
Okay.
That's our game.
In terms of design, in terms of creativity, the whole process, Scandinavia, let's say, we count Denmark to the Scandinavian countries, where you have a very distinct, color language and, pattern language. Is that something that you pick up, that you want to really play in your label, or do you want to, to really combine different influences and, therefore design really your own distinctive style?
I think, of course, we see what happens in the world, but we try to build our own DNA all the time. We try to, of course, we're inspired by what's happening in culture, in many areas, also in fashion, of course. But we're not the type of brands that walk around here on Pitti and pick up 5 trends and then we put them together and make a new collection. Already now we are producing or in the process of doing our autumn/winter 18. So we're so much in front, and for us to keep our own identity, that is the key for us. And we're not a adults-driven brand where you have a lot of maybe expressions and directions. Then the children's line is maybe done on license or over here with the left hand. Our base is children's wear, and we try to do kids wear in the eye level of kids. So we are not adults trying to look down, we are adults trying to be on the same level as kids. And I think that understanding and that is the key to our success of doing something the kids really like and And you know, the best we can have is a child or the mother or father of a child writing to us, I have to complain because we bought this t-shirt and my daughter or boy wants it every day and I want it washed so I can wear it tomorrow. You know, words like that is the best you can have in our industry. And we're so privileged that we find a lot of customers worldwide that has they want or they're looking for something that's unique and it's not just a simple product. You know, it has an edge, it has a print, or it has a hidden pocket, something like that.
So it's quite authentic, yes. So, you know, we are talking international here a lot. You are here at Pitti Bimbo for the first time, I guess?
Actually, for the second time.
Second time, okay. So, what's the objective? Because you're already operational in many countries, you know, sales are, you know, going, you know, north, and are you here really to present the new collection, or are you here to talk to new potential customers and clients and really grow the business? Is that a strategic decision?
We have about close to 700 customers today.
Mainly in Europe, or
in Europe and Russia and America. We have our own setup in America with 2 salespeople.
Okay.
We do very well there, and we also have a distributor in Russia, a distributor in the East Pacific, and so our business is actually, I'm trying to learn the new word global, because once it was the kind of domestic in Northern Europe and then it became international, and I'm trying to use a new word internally. This is called global, because we want to grow the business global, because we do not want to have customers on every corner. We want the right ones, the best ones, the ones who understand our values and what we do, and is dedicated to this business. And those customers are not always easy to find. You have to work on them. And this fair is a good place to pick up new
contacts,
partners.
And these customers, they can be from, you know, stationary retail, they can be from purely online. Is there a certain philosophy behind your sales strategy, or what's the structure you are trying to develop?
The structure is definitely, we want to play in the Champions League. We don't want to play in a local league. We want to play with the best partners we can find, and therefore this is always our aim, you know. So in Germany we work with Pointinger, yes, we work with Cardi B, Pointinger, etc., etc. So to find these key players that has a passion for our kind of children's wear is important for us. And we deal with a variety of customers in that perspective, you know, from, you can say, the small mom and pop store in an area that has a good taste and put things well together, and then you can say, on the other hand, we also work with yes, Pointinger or Cardi B or others that are much bigger, but we're always looking for this passion.
Yes. It is to you know, to grow like that, and obviously you've grown quite quickly over the last few years. It's quite a management task as well. You know, you need to have very good processes in place, a very clean structure. You know, in many industries, you know, small, medium-sized companies come to a certain point and then they hit problems.
Yeah.
How do you try to avoid that? You know, what's you have a very a lean management structure. You know, what are you in charge of? What are the key personnel for you? How are you organized?
Well, first of all, I think in this industry, the most difficult part of it is you have a creative part of your business, and you have then an operational, which is very fact-driven, and it's two worlds. First of all, it is to be good in both areas. Be very innovative, and then at the same time do operations that can secure that you do the right thing, you get the right product, you get them on time, as promised, as seen, at the right price that you're promised. So I think this part of understanding the complexity of being in a company that is so dependent on both rational people, creative people, and the respect of each other, I think that's the biggest or most important task, and we have spent a lot of time on that. Just to make a little deroute, in a company I was in before, the designers, they closed their doors. They did not want to have the salespeople talking with them or anyone to disturb them, so they even locked the door. You know, they had their separate house, and they did not want to be with other people. For us, we try to build on people's respect. That yes, there are rational people and there are creative people, and they are different. But we are still here for the same passion, and we love the same thing. So I think that is a fundamental thing. Secondly, we try to. We're not hierarchical. Build company with a lot of layers. We try to give as much freedom to the people we employ. So we try. You can say in the beginning, of course, we had little money. Said I built it on my own platform, so I don't have a rich uncle in America or somewhere. So we built it ourselves. Of course, at that time, I could not afford to buy maybe the same people as we can today. But today, when we have money, we invest in people, because the strength of people makes the whole difference. You know, that I don't have to run a very high hierarchy. I can buy good people who can think themselves and who can develop, who is passionate about what they do, and with that culture, I don't need so much management, you know, because people understand the idea, they know where we're going, and they think themselves, and they also challenge me or whoever. So I think that's the key to our success.
Last question, if I may. Unfortunately, time is running out. Looking at the German market, where you had very good growth as well, what's what strikes you most when you look at the German market? Where do you see some positives, and where do you see really room for improvement? Briefly.
That's one of my weaknesses.
Not necessarily.
I think the German market is it's great to see. There's a big change in the market, that the young parents, the ones that are out of the 70s and 80s, they want something different. They are more part of you can say the genes years, and are more funky and design driven, and are not so much thinking about everything has to be correct or pink and blue, but they are ready to try many areas or many different directions. I think that's the biggest difference I see compared to old days. And of course that is great for people like us, because we are a bit crazy and we are a little bit edgy, and we do many things, so we can we attract a lot of customers. I think that's the biggest change I see.
That sounds very good. That gives us hope. Very good. Thank you so much for your time and for coming here. I'm sure that the audience found that very interesting, and I look forward to seeing you again. Have a very good trade fair.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thanks for your time.